So we're now going to test the slide, risk, business continuity and crisis. So health and safety, the health and safety management system, let's just say it's 45,001 with a harmonized structure, as we can see there. So yes, an ISO is attached to it. We can then think about risk management. We can think about ISO 31000. Again, it's an ISO, but it's a guideline. It's not a certifiable standard. It's got 8, 6 and 6 for principles, frameworks and processes. We then have a business continuity, which is extrinsically linked, and that is a certifiable standard 22301. And then we also have crisis management, another standard, but it is only a guideline. That itself has 7 principles, 4 framework parts and 7 process parts. So we can see the difference here. We got risk, that's the effect of uncertainty on objectives. Business continuity, we've always got to think about our timelines. That's maximum tolerable permitted downtime and your recovery time objectives. And then a crisis being that really abnormal event. Now that's threatening the viability of the organisation. The other way we can think about these is that when we're doing risk management, we are horizon scanning. Now, we don't want to get confused with just looking to the future, because part of the principles is also looking back, looking to the future, but also looking at the current state as well. So we can, thank you, Slow. So we can think of that as, I don't know, number 1. Number 2, business continuity. This is about potentially coming off the rails, responding to, and preparing, I should say. We got business impact analysis, continuity plan, risk and threat assessment, and that exercise and test. There's 4 major elements to business continuity. And then the train crash. This is the crisis. This is that abnormal event. We are now off the rails. The business is potentially under threat. So we can see here, director jailed for failing to protect workers. These 2 went to jail, and sort of good riddance to them, if I'm honest. But ultimately, we can see 1, 2, and 3. Now, the link with top management and health and safety is we live in this space now. We're currently there. So your ISO 45 or even your HSG 65, we should be doing this horizon scanning. It's the business continuity that is an additional type of activity, because we're doing timelines. If somebody tells you they've got a business continuity plan, ask them straight away, what are your timelines? If they don't mention timelines, they don't have a plan. Okay, so how do we then do that? Well, top management, it is that all-important health and safety policy, which is linked and supported by that risk assessment. All roads lead back to the risk assessment. You can see there, they are joined both ways. Which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Well, we know that you've got to have a policy if you've got 5 or more people, but ultimately a policy determines sort of how you manage risks, and your risk assessment determines your policy. So the last but not least is going to fly in here, and that is the all-important internal audit, that verifiable evidence, because we are looking to ensure that we are monitoring, reviewing, planning, risk assessing, consulting, and we are adhering to the legal requirements. So that's it. That's it for this test on this part. Not too bad.